Hmm? Hmm.
Hey dog, get some ice cream? It's only a spoonful.
That's pretty funny. Meme spoon. Spoon. What? Goofball? Man. I love the shovel. Fucking meme spoon, bro. I just got Goomba. I'm taking you with me. And red. Dude, don't you try and fucking butter shovel me. Come on. Fight me like a man, buddy. Come here. Yeah, fuck you. Get out of here. I'm the king of the meme spoon. Oh, you weren't supposed to fucking move. Oh. Can I get some ice cream? I can't get that out of my head. Can I have some ice cream? Only a spoonful. Only a spoonful. Come on, can I have some ice cream? Yeah, only a spoonful. Who has a spoon that big, bro? That's a pretty big spoon. You know, a shovel's kind of like a big spoon, you know? Because shovels are like spoon-shaped. But like, they're actually just shovels. Hey, like the... Oh, so that's why they always say the meme spoon when they talk about the Mark Garner. It's because Mark Garner's shovel looked like spoon. Who would ever have a spoon that big? Like, seriously. It's so goofy. Spoon. Like we can do more, though. I have an idea. Okay, so I tried to do this. I gave this a little shot here. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more more funny. Now I get to enjoy that meme every time I kill someone. Only a spoonful. Spoonful of my foot up your ass. Like, you know, it's funny and all, but I feel like it's not... I feel like it's just not quite enough. Like, it doesn't even really look like a spoon. It's just a shovel. I don't know. I got it! Okay, so, after a while, I have come to the conclusion that that I really wasn't done with the, spoonful. It's just such a big spoon, like, no person would ever need a spoon that big, you know? Like, you would just never need a spoon that big. So, like, I just... Like, no person needs a spoon that big, so, you know, this isn't, like, anything to be, like, concerned about, you know? It's just, like, only a spoonful. Who would ever have a spoon that big, you know? Like, it's just so crazy, you know? Like, who would ever have a spoon that large? Like, you don't know, what are you even gonna eat out of that thing? Like, giant soup? Like, you don't even what are you supposed to eat if you put the big soup? The spoon is probably bigger than the bowl. I mean, I guess you could just kind of like drink soup out of the spoon. Like, you could use the spoon as a bowl, but like, if you go up to your friends and say, hey, can I have some ice cream? And they respond, only a spoonful, and then you whip this bad boy out, what are they supposed to do? They probably just die on the spot. I mean, like, I guess you could, like, maybe there's, like, a giant Oreos. Or not Oreos, what are they called? Cheerios. Maybe there's, like, giant Cheerios you could eat with this thing. That would be pretty cool. If you could eat, like, giant Cheerios, that would be pretty cool. Like, just a big bowl of milk and cereal. Like giant Cheerios. That sounds pretty cool, don't you think? Like who wouldn't want some giant Cheerios? Like who wouldn't want like giant Cheerios? Those sound awesome. Like giant Cheerios? Oh, man, I would like some giant Cheerios. You know those teapots like in Disneyland? Like the ones you like spin around and you're like, woo, and you just ride around the teapots? What if this is the spoon that you use for those teapots? Or teacups. Like, you have to stir tea, right? To like get all the sugar and stuff mixed into it if you put sugar in your tea. But like, what are you gonna use like a regular size spoon? Like no, you're gonna use this one, because this one is actually around the size that you would go for with that size of cup. It only makes sense. You'd be crazy if you were to use anything else. Like that just doesn't make sense, you know? Like, what would you use? Would you just use like a regular size spoon? No, you wouldn't use a regular size spoon. You would use like a big spoon for a big teacup. That just makes sense. Like people, I don't think people are understanding like the magnitude of. This would be helpful. I can think of plenty of situations where I would love to have a comedically large spoon instead of just a regular size one. Like, if your friend ever asks you, like, hey, dog, can I have some ice cream? You just gotta hit them with the only spoonful, but then you have to make sure that they have the spoon on them, otherwise the joke doesn't really work. Do you know how big a spoon is? Not this one. This one's a pretty decent size. You could probably get, like, like a pound of ice cream on this thing, if you really wanted to. I fucked up my jump. There's so many practical uses for this thing. Like, I've already gone over, how many? Soup. Ice cream. I feel like nobody's understanding, like, just how funny it would be if, like, imagine you were having a bowl of soup, and you're like, hey, dude, can I have some soup? And your friend said, only a spoonful, but then you pulled this thing out, and you're like, oh shit, now I can have so much soup, because look at all the soup I can fit in this thing. See, look, it's big, it's massive. Look how big this spoon is. And better yet, if you do something bad with it, you can just throw it out if you need to. It's plastic. I'd rather have like a regular spoon, but like, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't work. There, look, he's got one too. Comically large spoon. See, look, I like it. Ow, who just threw glass on me? Only a spoonful. The fucking spoon is so big. Why would you ever need a spoon that big?